Trudeau closed down the border to any transnational movement of international long-haul truckers that were carrying goods if they weren't vaccinated. You know, I'm sure if I were a sitting president in America and I looked at what happened to Trudeau in Canada, I would be thinking, do I want that little song and dance and dog and pony show in my country? And I would be thinking, not really. And then, wow, look, Russia and Ukraine, look at that going off. I don't know. I'm not a geopolitical expert. I think the timing is very interesting.
They can easily fake a war if they wanted to. All they would do is just like film a few things and then put out in the news what they want.
Putin is doing the right thing. He's taken out the Syrian mafia. The man's not an evil man. Here's the thing, the media is doing what they're doing and sharing the, excuse my French, the crap about him because he's over the target.
Do you think there's even a war going on out there?
No, not at all. The deep state has always made Putin to look like the bad guy, but he's a good guy.
Freedom! Every hill we die on! The time has come! Truckers of America are ready! The people of America are ready!
Question, guys. Why is it that sometimes people that have a bad idea or people that support some political things that are just objectively wrong support all of it? Like it's not like they'll choose one or two bad things that are objectively wrong. They'll get behind all of it. How? Is there no critical thinking sometimes?
It's getting insane!
We saw trucks occupying Ottawa for weeks. There's now a plan for truckers to converge on or near the U.S. Capitol, putting the region on alert.
They're protesting the national emergency declaration over COVID and vaccine mandates. Their website also says they want to restore the Constitution and individual rights, which got us thinking about the Canadian truckers, who that country's government crushed.
You're not going to ask me where we're at?
Get a fucking haircut.
Where are we at? We're in New Mexico. We're gaining on the People's Convoy. I think we're about 3 hours away from them right now.
Wait, but what's the point of the People's
Convoy? We're just walking around because that's what you're supposed to do during a monologue. You don't want to just stand still. Got to kind of walk around. Gives like a real run-and-gun vibe. But we're meeting them in Elk City, Oklahoma, which is a small truck stop town west of Oklahoma City.
I think we all want to be in Ukraine, but my passport's still in the mail. It arrives in 2 weeks. Once that comes, we're gonna. But right now, we're following the People's Convoy to DC.
Same actually. My thing's in the mail as well.
So right now we're like 4 miles outside of Elk City, Oklahoma, which is supposedly the midway point of the People's Convoy to DC, which is pretty similar to what happened in Canada.
The federal government issued a clarification today on entry requirements for truckers. Truckers will have to be fully vaccinated to enter Canada.
Hundreds of semi-drivers converged on cities across Canada and shut down major international roadways.
Wait, all of these measures, and all they have to do is spend 4 minutes at CVS for free?
From Michigan to New York, gridlock at the U.S.'s northern border. The resulting parts shortage already forcing GM to cancel shifts today.
But I haven't seen any trucks yet.
Patriot!
Follow him.
Yeah. Come and take it!
Ah, shit, he's going the other fucking way.
Hit a Yui.
Hey, where's everybody at?
What?
They are over by Walmart.
Okay, thank you. Oh my God.
Yes. All right, so here we are. We're in a nondescript dirt lot. There's about, I would say, 100 trucks and maybe like 15 buses and 40 cars.
Once you get this shot, you're gonna die. It's already, the ingredients are out there.
So we're at the official Freedom Convoy 22 merchandise store. There's this hat, it's 25 bucks.
Ingredients!
There's this sticker right here. It says, I did that. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing, but this is a sticker from an anarcho-communist bookstore called AK Press that I got in Chico, California. Fucking taking it off.
Why?
Because it has the anarcho-communist flag on it. Basically the Gadsden flag of Antifa.
Do any of you want any Trump hats?
What do they say?
Free hats.
You sure get some food?
Yeah, we did get some food a little bit earlier. We got some burritos at the gas
and
station.
it was delicious.
Thank you.
And the hot chocolate was just marvelous.
So anyway, I'm from Arizona, Oklahoma. We're 30 miles west of here. Thanksgiving of 2019, there was no Black Friday here. This place shut down. The oil field left Elk City, and this place went barren. So our town population went from about 1,200 to about 800.
The collapse of oil prices over the past 9 months has stunted economic growth throughout the oil industry, leading to the loss of numerous rigs, thousands of jobs, and billions of dollars from state and local economies. Places like Elk City have plenty of experience with both booms and busts.
Nothing's been happening out here. Nothing.
they're
The
putting
oil
it down.
field shut the hell down. Right now, we are capitalizing on this movement. It's almost catharsis, where we're finally realizing that it doesn't matter what I earn. It really matters what I can give away. The news expects me
Guys, are the margins on digging oil that thin?
to invest emotionally and spiritually into this Ukraine bullshit. My investing is into these issues that are happening right here.
The war in Ukraine has entered a new phase of brutality as Russia seems to be targeting civilians trying to flee their country.
President Biden today banned all imports of Russian energy into the U.S.
That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports.
Gasoline is now higher than it's ever been in the history of gasoline. A total boycott of Russian energy would cause, quote, an absolute global disaster. We'd be forced to make up the difference by getting more oil from other countries.
We buy oil from Iran now. Why the fuck are we buying oil from Iran? We have as much oil as the United Arab Emirates. The technology needs to take a giant leap forward. And where's the technology gone? The technology belongs to TikTok, and it belongs to motherfucking Facebook.
Get on Gab.
Get on what?
What? Am I
Why should
watching?
I get on Gap?
Free speech. Now, if you don't like something, move along. If you want to say something,
What's something I could say on Gab that I couldn't say anywhere else?
Whoa.
Fuck you, bitch, cunt. You can also say, hey, I question the moon landing. I question anything. The flat earthers are up in there.
The flat earthers are there?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Flat gang, baby.
I'm Glowtard, but...
Can we see the poem now, if you don't mind?
Wait, she's a what? A what?
Flat earthers are there?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Flat gang, baby.
I'm Glowtard.
A globetard.
Can we see the poem now, if you don't mind?
A globetard?
Okay. This is the People's Freedom, and I was just kind of writing it. And Holy Spirit will download to me a first line.
Okay.
And then it just flows from there. Healing comes when we speak truth and know it is God's word. Manifest in everything we say as we take on all the tasks, as we journey forward without masks.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that with us. So what are you most looking forward to from the People's Convoy?
Moments like this, knowing that He is here and He put this together. We are here for a cause.
And what is the cause?
The cause is freedom for the people and coming back and taking our nation back.
How are we going to take it back? What's the plan whenever we all get to DC?
Guys, who is
They're
here?
not telling us.
Who is they?
This is not a war of flesh. This is
Spiritual warfare.
And you know it.
I know what you mean.
There are a lot of people who don't know. You are under an anointing and under a destiny right here, right now. You have glory in you that you haven't even met yet. You don't realize
Joe
the beauty
Byron?
and
Who the fuck is Joe
assignment
Byron?
that the Lord has for you, but He's coming on you so strong. He is going to come on you so mighty because you are going into your destiny. You are walking into your destiny, and you are living love as you walk. You are seeking truth as you go. And I declare and I decree that you are finding your will is His will. Your way is the Father's way. And as you seek His heart, He is seeking yours even more. And He's going to bless you in greater ways than you can ever imagine.
Okay. That is one hell of a fucking side quest, man. Jesus.
We woke up too damn late now. Everybody's gone. So we planned to wake up in the morning and interview some more truckers, but we woke up at 11:30 and literally every single person is gone.
Oh, look, there's a guy here.
You had a rough night, looked like.
Certainly did.
Looked like some bitch fucked the dog shit out of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, have fun.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. These guys go 55 miles an hour and we go 85 in the left lane, so we should be on their tail in no time.
You're gonna catch up. Custer.
Hey Nick, how do you feel about this town?
I feel good.
How do you feel about this town?
I don't like it.
Channel 5, don't stop in Custer City. Fuck Custer City. The city's full of custers and nobodies. You are somebody. Much love and respect. And safe travels for y'all.
What are you doing?
I'm a truck driver.
Keep it 50-50.
And I was trying to catch the convoy, Freedom Convoy going through. They're ahead of me by 2.5 hours. Sure would be nice, be cool, because they're looking out for our freedom and our glory and everything else.
What is it
right
mean?
now, you know, even with the fuel prices the way they are, it's a big concern. And that's the reason why this convoy is going up there. Not just because of
Is that
the mandate.
high?
You get the vaccine?
I did, yes. And I got the booster and I'm fine.
You got the booster?
Yes.
I haven't got that one yet.
I mean, you should. It's for everybody's health and everything
Jack,
else.
just give me
I
an
know
idea,
there's
how
companies that
pricey
may
is the
shut
gas in
down in
Quebec?
Chicago. A lot of the distribution centers and stuff are shutting down.
Well, don't forget, this president likes to put names on lists.
I know. It's okay.
They elected a socialist government, and we're reaping
$195,
the
$2?
results. We fought Russia, we fought China, North Korea. We fought all those right there in Vietnam when I was 17.
Why'd you volunteer?
I believed in America, and I believed I could do something to help.
Was there ever a time you thought you might not make it home?
I stepped through the propeller of an E-2 Hawkeye. If your heart is right with the Lord, you can walk towards a person that's shooting bullets at you. And I've been there. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you for your service, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Have a good day,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks, man.
Interesting.
We're in Oklahoma City now. I haven't been here in a couple years, but last time I was here was when I was hitchhiking when I was like a teen. Kind of in the middle of this journey, I spent a bunch of time in Oklahoma,
Guys, I think
and that's where I made like 2 of my best friends on this whole trip. This girl named Cassandra, and then this pedicab guy named Sherman.
People don't really think about cities like this as like a fun place necessarily. So when you meet people who can make you have hella fun, and you realize that like being on the road's fun, and there are cool people like that everywhere, it kind of makes you want to keep going.
I actually haven't seen either of them in like maybe 5 or 6 years, but I know that Sherman works at a liquor store somewhere around here.
Sherman! How you doing? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. If I had to describe Andrew in 3 words, it would be smart, tall, and fast.
Okay. Wow, that's nice.
I used to call him Sperman effing her, because his name is Sherman effing her. Sperman effing her, da 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 da. Show me your dick, you know? That was my shtick.
What? I didn't really catch that.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
SGT, dude. I don't think I've run that fast in my life since we ran from the cops or like the security guards that like, you remember when we I don't know about you, but I was fucking freaking out, dude. Like that we were gonna get.
My feet were like fucked up from that.
Dude, Andrew and I definitely smelled bad whenever we first met, for sure. It was summertime in
fuck is on my head?
Tulsa. We were just like running around, dancing at bars, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you know, it's cool to see how he's matured.
That's good.
It's not bad. It's our like staff take on this.
It's good. Very good.
Have you
Well,
ever heard his
you know now.
rap group that they all were in called?
No.
It was this.
Let's not talk about
it
Best
got
to just
canned.
avoid.
It was fucking funny, man. The whole premise of this rap group are these
Oh,
boys,
no.
Sherman's
Guys,
friends.
How many
who talk
secrets
about,
can he have, dude?
Give a dog a blowjob, yeah.
They put me on a track. I was the only girl to ever make a track.
Nutty on the dick, slutty on the dick,
Fuck
something
around
that.
and I'ma get. I think I said the N-word, actually.
Yeah, that was her line.
I go nutty on the dick, slutty on the dick, fuck around and I'ma bust a nut on your shit, then twitch. And I'm off to the next, trying to find the best gay ass
Something like that, yeah, for sure.
Was I the first girl that you ever felt
What?
like
We
sexual
got it
feelings?
on. Had the hots for you. Definitely was like making out with you. Stairwells, you know what I'm saying? In between like auditorium sessions or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
German class, right?
Yeah.
I was giving him a hand job in the back of class.
So, how many hand jobs? What's the total tally for lifetime Sherman hand jobs?
I don't know. Somewhere like over 25.
We're on the People's Convoy. They've been traveling from California since last week and are arriving in Veneta tonight. KOAM's Shannon Becker has more.
But what's the method of protest, though? Like, how are they protesting? I don't get it. By driving on the roads?
I believe the world is round. I'll say that. Absolutely 100%. I believe it's round. I've been around it. I believe it's round. But I will defend to my death, and I mean that sincerely. Take a fucking bullet in my head. I will defend to my death the right for someone who believes it's flat to do everything they can to sell me on that concept. Because they have the right to say the world is flat.
Amen.
Period. End of fucking story. And listen, if you want to do heroin, do heroin. If you want to take a jab, take a jab. You can do anything you want to do to your own body, but don't make me do something to my body with this screwed up morality that I'm doing it for others. The government should not be scared of the people, but to respect the people and know that the people are in charge. We're in charge. They're not in charge. We're in charge per our Constitution.
Okay. Interesting. How is that based? How is that possibly based?
Bright and early, baby. Hey, you guys. Why everybody leave so early?
How is that based?
Because they're running the 2 lanes.
Okay.
I think they're running the 2 lanes.
And then don't your toes get cold?
No.
How
Don't your
am
toes
I
get cold?
Guys, how am I a commie globetard?
Brother, shit. They're used to it up.
That was a really bad reason. It's like a warm state.
Are grapes a good morning snack? Yeah. Grapes are good. You guys like grapes? No, I want a sandy. Sando. It's better to start with a sando.
Oh. 3 sandos.
Everybody tell her I'm stealing, but I hope that she see the best in me. That she feel the kid I can give. That she feel
I wish you could have. You should have got the accelerator.
Got the snake?
Last night we was vibing so tough. She fucking with me and I'm fucking with her. I wish we could run on somewhere nice. On the island, you wake up my wife.
Got it.
Hopefully I can start living shites like we back from the day. Let's go start a new life.
We just pulled over on the side of the road in Oklahoma. There's some people up there who are encouraging the convoy, so we're gonna go talk to them to figure out what's on their mind.
Fair enough.
Is that good?
Why not just go to the side? Okay, they made this way too extreme.
I've got 3 family members that own trucking companies. And, you know, right now they're having a hard time with the high fuel prices and the price of inflation just operating as a company. You know, they're small businesses. I think more people ought to get behind them. You know, this country's got some problems. I believe this is still the greatest country there is, but I think we need to agree to disagree more.
Are you a police officer?
Yes, sir. I'm Chief of Police, Fairland Police Department.
How come you don't arrest the guy whose hoodie says outlaw and the back of his hat says wanted?
Well, I know that guy very well, actually. He is an outlaw, but he's a good outlaw that way. So.
Guys, what is this? Guys, I don't want to be disrespectful, guys, but what is this tenure? What is this outfit? That the car looks kind of.
He's not actively wanted for anything.
No, he's not actively wanted for anything. Well, maybe for his bad welding. You might ask him about that.
Average in a car?
We have a really good community, so I can't complain much.
A lot of people here respect the police.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Fuck the police. These tyrants behind us, they gave you an interview. I wonder if they'll give me one. I bet they won't.
So you don't like the police?
I don't like them. I cop watch because I'm an American and the police violate people's rights every day.
Cop watches?
Mm-hmm. I follow them around Ottawa County, and well, they violate people's rights, and that's why we're having this convoy right now, is for our rights.
Are you a Trump supporter?
He can grab me in my pussy anytime.
So you don't back the blue?
No, I don't.
Seems like a lot of people in the convoy do.
Yeah, I noticed that. Everybody here is a bootlicker or a deep throater, you know what I'm saying? I support the truckers.
We're so proud of them. I'm glad they're standing up for freedom. Yeah. We're losing our freedom.
How come?
Oh, mandates and everything else. Inflation, fuel prices for these truckers is outrageous. It just makes no sense.
So how has the price of fuel affected people's livelihood around here?
We buy off-road diesel for farming use. It is doubled almost, and we put $100 in our pickup about every 3 days to go feed cattle. And if they would open up the XL Keystone pipeline, that's the best way to shut Russia down, is to use our own oil. I mean, this don't make no sense. Thank you all for coming ahead of
Another thing is I resent the national media ignoring all of this and many other serious issues.
I don't think they give a fuck that much. It's just people driving on the road. No? What? Guys, they haven't yet showed the I'm sorry for being ignorant. I'm learning, okay? I don't see the method of pressure here. Woo! What is the method of pressure? Guys, they're saying that inflation is taking their freedom as they ride full throttle on the highway across the country in their diesel truck and high-priced gas, high-consuming fucking 18-wheelers. Like, what?
Your convoy, dead stop traffic, baby. Can't stop the news.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
You doing good? Are you with the convoy?
No. I got a delivery to make.
Hey, dude! Hey, dude!
Oh, shit. Damn, man. Giga Chad.
I'm a professional truck driver. I've been over the road for only 5 years. And to be a part of this it brought tears to my eyes. Because, America's finally coming together for something.
To you, what is the People's Convoy all about?
Freedom. That's what our military did for us, freedom. So the truckers are doing it.
When people hear freedom, a lot of times I think it's the right to do what they want to do. But true freedom is the right to do what you ought to do.
What?
And what people ought to do?
Help people be free. We didn't used to let things happen. We used to take care of bullies.
Like when?
Like when? Like in Germany? Right? Back in the old days? I mean, did you guys watch any John Wayne Westerns or John Wayne military movies?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
What? Aren't those movies, though?
It's not fair what's happening in the world.
People's Convoy, Day 3.
Oh,
what's your favorite cartoons?
Phineas and Ferb, The Garfield Show.
Guys, this is parenting advice from somebody who probably won't become a dad, okay? Hello, chat. Guys, you can have your own ideas and your own inclinations. Don't try not to push on your kids, I don't think. I bet you let them make their own,
How would you feel if Fortnite got taken offline forever?
Don't make them do things that they
I
don't
would
understand
cry
yet.
for the rest of my life.
What's up, little man?
Hey.
What are you thinking about?
Going home.
Why?
I'm cold.
What's your favorite thing to do when you're home?
Play Fortnite.
What's your favorite Fortnite dance?
No, come on.
That's called the floss?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. What's on your mind?
I'm just happy to be here.
How do you feel about trucks?
They're awesome.
What's your favorite kind of truck?
GMC trucks.
My man. What's up, dude?
All right.
What are you thinking about?
Trucks.
You like trucks?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're big and they're cool.
What's the coolest thing about a truck?
That they're big and cool.
How do you feel about COVID?
It sucks.
These big rigs have a lot to say. I'm seeing a lot of trucks. I'm hearing a lot of horns. The convoy has arrived. They're flying down the freeway at 45 miles an hour. This is a slow roll trucker protest, baby. Can I get a fuck Joe Biden? All right, we finally caught these bastards. Here we are. We're in Missouri. It's the trucker convoy.
Joe Biden.
There's fucking hundreds of them.
What is that?
They're rolling.
Dude! Bro! Fantastic Caverns, next exit! Evan! Fantastic Caverns! Yes! Yeah, buddy! Yes!
Fantastic Caverns!
What?
Fantastic Caverns!
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yes, buddy!
Yes, baby! Alright, we're pretty deep in traffic now on the People's Convoy going toward Indianapolis.
What did that say? Hold on, let me see.
We're pretty deep in
masks are for government manipulation of citizens.
traffic now on the People's Convoy going toward Indianapolis, but we need a little breath of fresh air, so we're gonna go to the Fantastic Caverns at exit 79 on Interstate 44. We're getting close, fellas. We're getting close.
Have you guys ever been to the caverns before?
Fantastic Caverns?
Yeah. Can you tell us about it?
It's got a pretty cool train ride through it.
What?
Are you guys gonna go do it?
I've never been, but we're trying to go to the Fantastic Caverns.
Yeah, I took my daughter there earlier this year.
Okay, what can we expect to see at the Fantastic Caverns?
It's a pretty good little tour, guided tour through it, but it's a nice little train ride. Probably takes like an hour and a half.
That's a long time.
I would do it.
Is it a cavern?
Yeah.
Is it fantastic?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys have fun.
Thanks, man. Maybe.
Oh, look, dude.
Oh fuck, we're so fucking close, bro.
I'm concerned that Fantastic Caverns is for babies.
No.
Oh, but
This is
they're
it.
gonna miss the
This
convoy
looks like
though.
the tech campus.
Wait, that looks kind of weird though. Wait, hey, hold up.
Okay, 3 adults gonna be 95.37.
Not too bad.
there's a cavern
$91
on site that we could talk to?
I mean, your tour guide.
$31 a pop.
So what's so fantastic about these caverns?
This is the only one in America that you get to ride through, and you get to. We've been doing it since 1962, and it's the easy way to see the cave. You're going to be on the tram the entire time.
Would you mind if we put a microphone on you so that we can record for the YouTube channel?
If you want to.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
We're going to go down here a little bit and we're going to talk about the different formations that are in this cave and how they're actually formed here in the Ozarks. So hang on tight. We'll come down here and talk about stalagmites and stalactites.
Stalagmite,
this is a stalagmite, a stalactite. Now they both grow, as you can see, one drip at a time from the ceiling to the stalagmite.
Yep, I know this.
And the way that happens is when the water goes through the limestone ceiling, it pulls the minerals of the limestone out of the rock, and that's calcite. As the water gets into the cave, it begins to evaporate almost immediately.
Ask him for the mic and tell him we have an emergency. We need to get the fuck out of here. This is so goddamn boring.
Yeah.
Amazing grace.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
How sweet the sound that saved
What the fuck?
like me. I once was lost, but now was blind, but now I see.
Oh no. It is plunged the restricted depths of the Fantastic Cavern. Deleted by security. Jesus. 07.
Cash App, the best way to pay for a fantastic Caverns ticket. Cash App isn't just a peer-to-peer money sending service, it's actually like a bank you can use to invest in stocks and cryptocurrency and stuff like that.
I bought my NFT with them. That's insane.
Cash App.
Crazy.
Cash App.
Oh, is that Washington?
We're now in St. Louis, Missouri, so I figured that we would check up on the, shut the fuck up.
28 months Pac-Man.
Let's go again.
It's day 4 of the People's Convoy. We're in St. Louis, Missouri, so I think we're gonna go check up on the progress of the Uhuru basketball court. A lot of you may not know.
Anytime I see a building that's kind of useless and kind of like sophisticated, I think of
About
Washington.
the Uhuru basketball
Can you
court,
really blame
but,
me though?
Our friend Saddam about 2 months ago went to a reparations march in Oakland that was hosted by an organization called Uhuru Solidarity, which has the slogan, "White Solidarity with Black Power."
As white people, we have always upheld the lie that America is the home of freedom and democracy. But the reality is very different.
Long before Trump and the cries of fascism, African people were catching hell.
Something is wrong with this reality.
What the fuck
And
is
they were
this?
in Oakland, in West Oakland specifically, collecting reparations from other white people.
I'm a descendant of settlers, and I believe in reparations in order to heal our nation.
To fund a basketball court here in St. Louis, Missouri. So we're gonna go to the basketball court's proposed site, see what's going on, and
Oh shit, did
see
they
if
build
we
it
can ball
then?
up.
No!
Looks like nothing has been built quite yet.
Robbers rule, man. What's MSN? What is
traveled
that?
from Missouri to Morgan County today. WRTV's Amber
use
Ridley
that to
met
chat
up
back
with
in the
the
days.
group in Monrovia to learn about the message they are bringing to the Capitol.
Let's fight them all. Fuck you are. All the beers are spiked.
Yeah, where are they going? But why DC though?
Hey y'all.
How's it going?
So you guys are all the way from California.
Yeah.
If you want to save a couple bucks, there's a guy giving away free sandwiches and chips and drinks all the way at the front.
Awesome.
Save a couple bucks.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
guys are safe.
man.
Like, ask me how I'm doing. Like, pretty loud.
How are you doing?
Free sandwich, man. Fuck it. Why not?
What's on your mind?
Ask me how I'm doing.
How are you doing?
I mean, I have antsies in my pantsies because I want the real McCoy. You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? I want to interview like the actual organizers, like not just like all these people like with the convoy. I want to talk to the people who actually set this whole thing up.
Guys, he's turning more crooked than the fucking interview is,
Hey!
man.
Oh shit!
Get down, Willie Brown!
No shot! No, dude, no okay, stop. Guys, this guy's paid by some sort of there's no shot.
Shit!
He's here again.
How you guys doing, man? Here's all our people right here.
Good to see you, man.
You too, Andrew. How are you? Good to see you.
He's
Kobe
everywhere.
Bryant was assassinated by the Clintons.
Here we are, Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
You know what color this is?
What is that?
Radioactive.
That's the name of the color?
No, I named it. You hear all this, man. This is great. Look at all the flags. Look at all the flags
He's
blowing right over
everywhere.
here. Look at all the flags blowing right here.
I see 3 bangers, 4 bangers.
They had 3 banger, 4 banger, 5 banger, but those are all just on the plastic poles, not those Sherman-Williams extendable paint poles. However, what I would like to see is maybe a little chokehold on DC and maybe shut it down like Ottawa did up in Canada.
What do you think about what's going on in Ukraine right now?
Shut it down.
What I think is going on in Ukraine right now is that people need to understand it's not an invasion. It's targeted military action by Putin as he's trying to take down these America designed and built and run bioweapons labs where they're creating viruses. It's basically Wuhan times 20.
They can easily fake a war if they wanted to. All they would do is just film a few things and then put out in the news what they want. The media is totally corrupt. You can't trust the media.
Are you aware that the majority of the pictures that they've been showing regarding the alleged war are unrelated to Ukraine?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Does your boyfriend have the same political affiliations as you?
Yes.
Good.
Hey,
Sounds like a good guy.
Tell him to come over here.
What's his name?
What kind of boyfriend?
He's
Come on over.
Come here. He's camera shy.
Come and say hi. Your gal keeps taking my voice.
How you doing, man? What kind of music do you make?
Hair metal type stuff.
What do you think about what's going on over in Ukraine?
Don't trust the media about whatever they spin on it, but I mean, you look at certain things like we shouldn't have anything to do with it at all. Let them figure out their own mess.
Putin is doing the right thing. He's taken out the Syrian mafia. The man's not an evil man. Here's the thing: the media is doing what they're doing and sharing excuse my French, the crap about him. Because he's over the target.
God FOV.
Do you think there's even a war going on out there?
No, not at all.
It's confusing to me because it seemed like just like 6 to 8 months ago, people talked about Putin like he was a socialist, communist dictator. And now it seems that people are pretty sympathetic and supportive of Putin. Why has this change occurred?
Well, the deep state has always made Putin to look like the bad guy. But he's a good guy. He's taken out all the biolabs, child trafficking areas, adrenochrome harvesting areas. If people would have watched when Trump came into office right at the beginning, when you saw them hand that soccer ball off, that soccer ball had so much information in it to take down everybody that Putin's been getting all the intel on for years. It had a lot of data in it. And that's what's going on. I hate the fact that people are dying over this, World War III, but unfortunately, it's going to happen.
Can you tell us about your shirt?
Well, I got woken up in the middle of the night just before Halloween and was told that I needed to go to Dallas.
It was a very strange scene in Dallas yesterday. QAnon believers lined up on the grassy knoll. You guys know this grassy knoll. It's the site of the JFK assassination. They believed that the president's late son, JFK Jr., would miraculously appear and that he would help Donald Trump take back power and agree to be his running mate. In case you don't remember, JFK Jr. died tragically in 1999, of course, in a terrible plane crash with his wife and her sister, Carolyn Bessette.
Didn't he die a long time ago?
Well, they had to fake his death because the Hillary wanted him dead. And so JFK Jr. was there.
Really?
Yes, he was there.
Did you see him?
Yes. I can't go into a whole lot of detail.
You don't sound super sure about that, I'm not gonna lie.
Freedom!
We're here backstage at this facility of the People's Convoy. We're going to go talk to the chief organizer, who's an attorney named Lee Dundas.
Lee Dundas, attorney. I was kicked out of Sprouts last night. I was not allowed to buy food for my family in Orange County, California, notwithstanding the fact I have a medical exemption.
I actually interviewed her 2 years ago at the first coronavirus lockdown protest at the Sacramento Capitol.
Prolonged lockdown basically is slavery.
Do you feel enslaved?
I do. I'm a type A lawyer, and I'm bouncing off the walls of my living room because I can't go out.
We'll see if she recognizes me or what happens.
Kind of guilty as charged on that one.
Hey, Lee, now are you going to go back to the hotel, or do you want to chat Andrew real quick for a couple minutes?
Yeah, I can chat really quick.
Hey, Andrew, good to meet you.
Andrew Cahan, Channel 5 News, you too.
So for those who don't know, can you tell us your name and how you're involved in the People's Convoy?
Sure. My name is Lee Dundas. I'm a human rights attorney from California, and I got a call from some of the truckers a while ago, and they were saying, hey, it's been 2 years. We kind of feel like it's time to be done. You know, there's medicines and protocols out there. They've dropped the case numbers. We just need to go back to work, unfettered, no restrictions, no mandates.
Guys, my head
get
does
rid
not
of
look
these
like
abusive
that.
states of emergency.
Guys, my head does not look like that. It does not. It does not.
Congress nationally and the executive branches and some of the states have been declaring, and we want to take this message peacefully from coast to coast. And I said, I'm 100% down with that. I agree 100% with your message. How can I serve?
Right.
So we've just been helping them resource the various skill sets and other tangibles that they need.
Right. How have the mandates affected truckers specifically?
You know, initially Trudeau closed down the border to any transnational movement of international long-haul truckers that were carrying goods. If they weren't vaccinated, he made it almost impossible to get over the border, which was a really stupid move in the middle of negative 32-degree January winter in Canada, because they rely more on us than we do them. And then Biden followed a week later with a matching set of rules from our side. So it essentially closed the border to anybody who was unvaccinated.
What fraction of truckers do you think are unvaccinated?
I don't know, but I heard a statement, I think, the other night from one of the truckers that 87% are mom and pops. They're not big.
Wait, they said what? Answer: 56% of truckers in America are fully vaccinated.
I heard a statement, I think, the other night from one of the truckers that 87% are mom and pops. They're not big corporate truckers. 87% of truckers in America are not working for big corporations like FedEx or like the big, transportation companies.
It's not even close to the same, man.
They're mom and pop independent contractor guys hauling their loads down the road.
According to the American Trucking Association, only 9% of America's
And I can tell you that regardless of vaccine status, most of those guys are against the mandate.
So what's the plan when we get to D.C.?
We're not going to D.C. for obvious reasons. We're going toward D.C. and into an area that's probably a little more hospitable than D.C. has been. And I think the plan at that point is to reassess as we get near to there and see what next steps are. If administrations are lifting mandates and starting to loosen restrictions and going in the right direction, that'll probably bode for one path versus another path. But I want to reiterate that this group of truckers, this convoy, the People's Convoy, is 100% peaceful.
Right. What are your thoughts about what's going on in Ukraine right now?
I think the timing is very interesting that, I'm sure if I were a sitting president in America and I looked at what happened to Trudeau in Canada and him trying to write it off as a fringe small minority, only to have 50,000 trucks going and, be a laughingstock amongst his own people, I would be saying things like, oh, I think the truckers are infiltrated and they're not really going to get here, and we're going to have a huge response in D.C. to dissuade anybody from coming, and then, wow, look, Russia and Ukraine, look at that going off.
How do you guys raise funds for this whole thing?
It's the peoplesconvoy.org and the good, law-abiding, God-fearing, freedom-loving Americans who want to support them, and all stripes, all races, all creeds. They've been going there to donate, and they can do that, or a lot of the folks just come out to these rallies.
Wait, she thinks that the whole war thing is just a distraction because of the trucker problem?
Like the one we're having tonight, they just stuff cash in the kitty for the truckers to put fuel in their tanks.
Are you an American? Do you believe in freedom? And are you freaking willing to fight for it?
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yes! Peacefully.
Thank you.
Peacefully, because I know we're on the radar of every triple-letter organization from coast to coast right now.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I got friends that are from Ukraine and Russia. It's not a good guy, bad guy story. It's like all bad players.
Yeah.
What's the solution?
For sure.
The solution really is the gospel of Jesus Christ.
But it seems like Russia's definitely being the antagonist, right?
It seems like it, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
Same to you. Can I ask you what you think about what's going on in Ukraine right now?
Well, what we do know is that Vladimir Putin is against the Bilderberg Group, and he's against the Rockefellers, and he's virtually against the Rothschilds. So what happens when Soros infiltrates your country? You stand up to it. Yeah. Soros has infiltrated our country. What Putin is not allowing is Soros to infiltrate his country.
Guys, regardless of what he's saying, I can't tell if the conclusion is good or bad. I don't know what he's saying. Is that...
These truckers are fighting for freedom, but make no damn mistake, they are fighting for something even more, even greater than that, and that is the right to be free from totalitarian takeover, and don't you forget it. God bless them.
I'm getting the chills now, brother. Oh, not me in the chills. And this guy in chat says, it's deeper and you would have to really look into it. Which one?
Oh, look. This is fucking dope, man. That's fucking awesome,
Facebook
dude.
PhD. Oh my god.
Happy camper. It's all loaded.
I'm gonna wear this and pinch people and ask for.
Twitch is a lefty echo chamber, to be fair. His name is Lemon Reformed. Hey man. Guys, I have an idea. How about we go check his old accounts that is probably banned. You guys want to try that? Banned by Zoss. He says, I'm done, moving on.
Kisses.
Good evening, Matthew. Yeah, we're sitting right near the entrance to the Hagerstown Speedway, and we can see people continuing to file in here. Very big crowd that they're expecting to be a part of this convoy. And tonight, kind of that last full night that they can all get together here at Hagerstown Speedway.
All right, we're here now in Hagerstown, Maryland, about an hour outside of DC. This was supposed to be the final checkpoint before all the truckers and the convoy goes to DC. But I think people are going to stop for a day or two and figure out exactly how this is going to go down.
The vibe that we're getting here is amazing. If you're talking about this, another January 6th, this is it, man. Woo!
So what do you guys, it's not the political view. Is that if we're doing some shit on stream that is not political and you're spamming some fucking take that nobody asked for and you clear the with it, you're probably gonna get banned. Why? Not because it's right or wrong. It's because motherfucker, it's not the time, and you're spamming it.
Oh, we're doing our live stream. You want to join?
I'll say hi.
Nobody wants to see that shit, man.
Hey, Kelly J. Patriot from Southern California here, out in lovely Hagerstown,
right.
Maryland. So next Friday and Saturday, we'll be in San Diego doing the Reawaken
This
America
is some of the fucking
event with
potato.
Greg Clark, General Flynn, Mike Lindell, all the frontline doctors.
Yes.
Time seeks
the same for lefties takes, righties, upwing, circle wing, flying wing. I don't give a fuck. A centrist, left, right, Republican bullshit, fucking invisible ghost. I don't give a shit. Same thing with all the takes.
And I even have some of my friends at Channel 5. We've been working on them to spread the truth a little bit and doing a little political stuff with Kelly J. Patriot here.
Who's Kelly J. Patriot?
Kelly J. Patriot is a friend of a guy I know by the name of Kelly Johnson, who, not an alter ego, but it's just me. It's been like 2 years of Opposite Day and Groundhog Day all at once. So in any case, hey, the point being, this is all about the truckers. Canada started it. The United States is going to finish it, and more people need to come back to the Lord. That's where we need to be. I mentioned to you, I think, before, Andrew, but I have a condition. I don't know if I ever told you about this.
What's the condition?
I have ADED.
What's that?
Love, honor, and protected by the Lord all day, every day. ADED, all day, every day. We need more people. I also have a heart condition, too. I don't know if I ever told you about that.
What's that?
I have an FSR. An FSR heart condition. Heard of that?
Please tell me.
I have a fierce, strong, and resurrected heart right here. God bless America. Jess, good seeing you guys.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Interviewers interviewing interviewers.
Jesus
Interviewers interviewing interviers. Round
Christ.
2.
Dude, how many tricks up his sleeve, this guy, man?
Capital right now. We're gonna go back in. I'm the only one with a shield, so I don't know why no one else brought a shield, but I brought one just in case they start shooting. So make sure if you ever take over the Capitol or any other big place, make sure you bring a shield. You can't get this anywhere except for the cops' hands.
It's unbelievable what's going on out here.
It's crazy what's going on. What's going on?
I don't know, a lot of trucks coming out here. They look like they're all drunk. I tell you one thing, they're still coming in, and I'm wondering what's inside these trucks. That's the question, Andrew.
Flags and hats.
I don't know.
Mostly empty, those it's expensive.
I'm hoping it's metal. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about. I mean, you know the. You know what I'm saying.
What's your dream for DC?
Yeah, probably empty.
my
Most of them.
dream.
It's expensive. The heavier cars, the more it's gonna consume gas.
You really want to know?
Like what?
I'll tell you what it is. My dream is to see the U.S. Army go in there with the veterans and get rid of Biden and Obama. You know, Obama's like what? Really doing it, right? And bring Trump back in and take over the White House. That's right. That's the dream, and that's what should have happened because they stole their fucking election.
What do you think's gonna happen whenever all these truckers like make their way to DC?
I think a lot of people are going to commit to go around the Beltway because they're maybe a little scared to go in DC. Look what happened with Canada. I mean, Canada, they shut down your bank accounts, they arrested you. I don't know. I feel like that's what they think that's going to happen to them, if you think about it. Other than that, they're waiting for them. We were just in DC for the past 3 or 4 days, and you got military, police all over the place. They got snow, they got plow trucks ready to go to block traffic. So.
How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. We're just talking to people trying to figure out what the plan is from here on.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Do we have media amongst us? Please tell me what media group you guys are with.
We're an independent YouTube channel called Channel5.
Okay, Channel 5, nothing to do with Channel 5 from Boston, Massachusetts?
No, we live in an RV together, us 3 guys.
So the question is,
what's the plan now?
As far as this convoy, Freedom Convoy 22, going into DC?
Yeah.
What's the actual plan? Why are we here? To stop medical tyranny in this country.
No, totally. I mean, like, on the schedule it said tomorrow we're supposed to go to DC, but I'm hearing now.
Lee Dundas?
Yeah.
And the retired generals with the logistics that are actually organizing this. The latest we heard, we're going to go around the belt, around DC, staying out of DC, the District of Columbia, which has nothing to do with this country. This is almost like a tactical warfare that we're doing.
The day of
The
January
District of
6th,
Columbia?
there
What does
was
that mean?
a motorcade of Antifa that came up in white freaking buses and got out of the buses. It was pre-fucking planned.
And we're afraid of these infiltrators because it happened on January 6th. I was there.
Oh, DC means the District of Columbia. Is that true?
People's Convoy, final day. We're here. What are they gonna do?
I'm
see.
Canadian. I don't know this shit.
Kid Rock! Woo!
We the people! Freedom!
Can I ask you what the plan is for today?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Get it done. Get it done.
Get it done.
It's about to be told here in about 5 minutes.
What do you hope they say?
I hope they say let's go drive around the Beltway at least once. What we're here for is freedom. What we're here for is to take down the Emergency Powers Act. What we're here for is accountability, not just for the economic damage that was done to America, but for individual damages that were done by this freaking jab.
So what's the plan?
Huh? I have no idea. I mean, I'm just here, and whatever they tell me to do, I just do. You know, I mean, I'm here to stand up for freedom, and that's what I'm here for.
Oh my God, what the?
I mean,
oh my God.
I'm here to stand up for freedom, and that's what I'm here for. I come from Missouri, so I came down here on $200, and that was it. I don't know. I just go along with what needs to be done.
Would you say that you're more of a leader or a follower?
I'm actually book smart and street smart. So I've lived on the streets most of my life. But I've been to school. If you speak from the heart, you always tell the truth.
True, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you
I
too,
figured
man.
you guys would be down here. I got a park too. Do you want? I'll go park where you're at.
Okay, follow me.
Good morning. Freedom!
You want to go ambush Evan? Evan's talking to a Proud Boy right now, so we can't hang out with him, but look at him.
I'm a Dayton Proud Boy. Dayton chapter. great bunch of guys. The Proud Boys get a bad rap. Are there racists in the Proud Boys? Yeah, probably. I was dating a lady from the Dominican Republic when I pledged, and they accepted her and me with open arms. You know, we got one chapter.
Okay.
The president is gay. Basically, what the Proud Boys are.
What?
It's just a bunch of. The president is gay. Basically, what the Proud Boys are. It's just a bunch of guys being guys.
Were you in a frat in college?
No.
Would you consider yourself like a late bloomer then?
In every single way of that word. There are things I disagree with, like gay marriage. You know, I disagree with that on a biblical basis. But we're going to peacefully drive around Washington, D.C. today.
At this point, they have military generals involved in the actual planning. So this is basically a military operation. If they're going to have this kind of power and force and metal and these trucks and the patriots and the people, this is an early stage of warfare.
We're not there to block traffic. We're not there to cause havoc. We're just there to say, hey, we're here.
How are we going to make a statement without blocking traffic?
But that's not the main purpose. You know, when a country starts acting goofy, we start moving fleets in. You know, are they there to fight? Possibly. I'm saying to the Proud Boy from Ohio.
They work for us.
Today's delay was based on convoy security concerns. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was concerns of reports that we were getting last night coming in here. There were concerns about people trying to come into the gate that didn't belong here, if you know what I mean. This is the people's convoy. This is for the people.
Like who?
United we stand.
United we fall.
Over the next several hours, lots of planning is going to be occurring behind the scenes.
So Lee Dundas, who's been one of the main leaders with Brian Brossi since the inception, apparently it came to a head earlier this week, and Lee's no longer involved with the convoy. And apparently I heard that she didn't want anything to do with DC. Maybe she thought they were going to get a little warm, a little close, and she just didn't want to be involved in that. Once again, because of her legal background.
She
got the whole thing going. She
knew what she was doing. No shot.
In Indianapolis. You interviewed her there.
She knew since the beginning what was going to happen.
And a little bit somewhat suspicious, maybe I'm wrong, that Lee brought us all here up to this point. We're so close to DC.
While I'm watching it, then she say, oh, guys, we're going close DC, but not to DC, knowing fully well that they were going to go and they were going to be, let's say, disruptive or do their thing.
And now Lee's gone.
It is what it is, and in war, you lose a corporal, you lose a sergeant, you lose a general. Everybody else keeps going.
Now, there's been concerns about four-ways blinking because it's hard. Brake lights. For whatever reason, if you got your four-ways on, you can't see brake lights. If you could please throw on your four-ways, then do your lane change and get out of the convoy. So for anybody out there in the world thinking that you're going to interfere with this convoy, just know you are being watched.
How can we tell when someone's trying to interfere?
When they get in front of you and slam on the brake, that's a good indication that they're trying to interfere. We're moving 55 miles per hour. We're going slower than anybody else on the beltways.
Why are we going so slow?
Why? We went 45 miles per hour all the way across this country. Not to mention, we're not here just to go for a joyride. We're out here to make a statement. So doing 65, 70 mile an hour doesn't tell anybody nothing. So we're going slow, and we're taking 2 lanes up to let the world know we're here and we mean business.
Come on, Andrew, fucking weird.
Here we go. Slow road trucker protest. Final day.
Man.
We're headed to DC. Lee Dundas is gone. Kelly says the military is working with us, but I don't know.
Evan asked why they're going so slow.
Was it him? Well, whatever the fuck it was. Evan?
Are you tired of talking to...
I am tired of talking to patriots and Proud Boys and truckers, but, you know, I tried to hear them out. There were some good points. Oil is expensive. Gas is expensive. They're pissed off and they love freedom.
And they're working with the police and the military.
They're working with the police and the military to take down the government.
They're working with the police and the military to take down the government.
Isn't the police and military the government though?
What are we doing?
Wait, dab again.
Yeah, dude.
Double
We're
dab.
saving America.
I'm here with the homie Ron. A lot of people don't know Ron yet, but you guys should because he helped us film a ton of our movie.
Hey boys, what we getting ready to do?
Stop the fucking steal.
Watch your step.
Okay, dude.
Hopefully it'll come out soon. It's in the final stages of post-production. Right now, Tim and Eric and are working on packaging that up and distributing it and figuring out where to put it, whether it's theaters or streaming or whatever. So Ron's been doing a lot of different shit. He also was at the Canadian protests in Ottawa. How do you feel about what you've seen so far here, man?
Nah, man, hey, dude, I went to Canada, didn't really know what to expect. They were nice, they were pleasant, they were peaceful, but they were focused. And so when I kind of joined this American convoy back in Adelanto, California, it seemed like there was a lack of like unity. I mean, they were together, but there wasn't like a unified message. You know, you hear COVID-related stuff on one end, and then just general Patriot Parade, Freedom Fest. I just wanted to know what the point of this is.
This guy seems logical. Oh, sleepyhead.
Yesterday we just drove around the Beltway, and I couldn't really see the point in spending tens of thousands of dollars on fuel to drive cross country to drive around a freeway.
My hair?
Yeah. I mean, the Beltway is a weird place to drive around because it's like not even a trade route. It just basically separates DC from the suburbs of the DMV. So they're just driving around. So whenever we were in Indiana, we posted something on Instagram that showed a lot of patriots talking about how they think that the war in Ukraine is staged and that Putin's a good guy and he's taken out the deep state. And you told us about, just tell us what you told us about.
Like, Russia is obviously really good at this propaganda shit, right? They are talented, and they're just going into these Telegram channels and pumping these people with misinformation and disinformation. There's maybe 5 to 10 Telegram channels revolving around truckers and freedom convoys, whether it's the Dutch one I follow, the European one, the Canadian one, several USA ones. But then you have random members hopping in,
guys,
talking about.
Is there what they get all the info about the labs and the bio weapon bullshit fucking thing? Guys, isn't that just a meme?
World order, George Soros, Zelensky's ties to the Bidens, and how they're not to be trusted, essentially, that the war is fake. We're seeing propaganda from the West to vilify Putin because Putin is really there to save the Ukrainians.
Hey, go ahead.
God bless America.
What are you doing here?
I want to see the truckers.
For sure. You like the truckers?
I do.
What's your favorite thing about them?
What they're standing for.
What exactly are they doing here?
What they're doing here is drawing attention. And if you notice, most of the media is glossing over what's happening or being very negative in what's happening. So, they're bringing attention to the fact that our freedoms are being eroded for a flu.
But most of the mask mandates and the vaccine restrictions are being lifted, like right now in most states.
At the moment, yes. But who knows what will happen tomorrow? Remember, there's an election coming up.
Wait, in like 3 years.
You bet.
Wait, in like 3 years. No? 2 years. Midterms. Yeah, but isn't it the same timeline as the more elections though? There's also voting. Yeah, something I don't understand about politics is that everything it seems like is to win the next political race. Right? Where it's like somebody just gets elected, right? And then people were saying, oh, they're doing this to get reelected. And then the whole thing is to get reelected. But like, what actually happens though? It seems like nothing happens, but it's all to get reelected. I don't really understand it though. I understand it, but it's like, oh guys. Yes, it's like a loop. It's like a thought loop.